All right, didn't take a great trade today. Took a loss on the day, but today is a trade breakdown and going over how it's not about taking the loss, it's about what you do completely after the loss and just the mindset you need to have with that to become profitable, because that's what the best traders do, are the ones who can deal with the loss and know what to do with that. So, with that being said, we will go into the trade breakdown and go over exactly how to deal with that. So, today I took a long. I'll show you guys a quick just to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Stops there, take profit at this point here. So, as you can see, not great. Why would I do that? We will go over that right now and the mindset that we need to have. So, coming into market open, right? We are kind of at this odd point with taking out London highs, or not quite, but we're at this point close to London highs, and then also Asian lows down here, marking those out. Can take out either one of these levels, so we're just waiting for that. And as you can see, it took out the London highs, so we were looking for manipulation or a continuation. We were just waiting and reacting to see how the market responded to those highs. So with that being said, ICT, no true bias on the day, but just looking at the volume profile on the past 5 trading days, we're not really anywhere significant. So the value area low is kind of at this low, so I know that if it does hit this low, it's an even more of a rejection zone. The point of control is right above the high, so it's really can do anything for the day. So then we're just waiting for a key level to get hit. So with that being said, going down to the 1 minute time frame, and before we look at this, I do want to say there was red folder news at 10 o'clock Eastern. So marking that out, it was at this point, so we don't trade at all up to that. And we're just going to look at the charts afterwards and see what happens after that, and then we'll finally be able to even take a trade. So after this vertical line is when we can take a trade. And as you can see, it comes up to the London high, obviously, as we saw before. And we're just waiting to see how it reacts to that. So we have this big consolidation, and we didn't go down much whatsoever after that. So I was like, okay, it's not really respecting the manipulation and the highs on the 15-minute and the London highs, so we'll probably just break through it and go bullish. So with that being said, I was looking for longs because of that. So what happened here, we had a manipulation of the lows and then a displacement to the upside. So that's the two things I need to see, along with aligning with my bias. And price was about at that point when I entered, stops at the manipulation low and targeting the high volume node, which was about right there. So targeting the start of the high volume node, I'll show you where and why. Apparently the volume profile isn't up still, so putting that back onto the chart, rough estimate. We had the start of the high volume node at about this point here, which is around where the take profit was. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory on that. But as you can see, not a great trade. It just went straight down right after I entered. Not what you want to see. Honestly, I'm not mad about this. This was kind of an A+ setup because there was a little consolidation. We had a manipulation. We had a big move to the upside. So I'm not mad about that whatsoever. And that's kind of what you need to do with the losing days, and is analyze and see what you did wrong, see what you could have did better. Honestly, I could have waited for it to break out of the consolidation before I entered and just take a continuation trade after that. But the mindset that you really need to have on the losing days is being okay with the losses, trusting the plan and the process in the long run. And it's not about the daily, it's not about the weekly, it's more about the monthly, not even the monthly, more so the quarterly and the yearly. So with that in mind, today doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but I'm really not upset about today because I followed all of my rules, so that's a positive. You can never be mad at that. But just trusting the process and not jumping back into another trade and revenge trading because I need to make the money back, accepting the loss before I even take the trade, and thinking in for the future in losses. So I'm gonna enter this trade and I'm gonna lose $1,000. And today I lost $1,000 because I only took one trade. But not mad about it whatsoever. Just have to learn from it for the day. So most traders, most unprofitable traders will get back into a trade, revenge trade, say, okay, I hit my stop loss going short. Let me take shorts. And then as you can see, it will go back up. This might stop you out, or you go down, not hit full TP, then eventually stop you out. It's just a recipe for disaster, and then it takes a toll on your psychology in the long run. So stay away from that. But yeah, just having the mindset that it's not about today, and today doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. So just gonna take today and free my mind, I guess. Just go throughout my day, not focused on the trade that I did and the losing trade. Just wiping that out of my mind completely. So yeah. With that being said, we will go into the verse of the day because that's pretty much all I got for the trade on the day and the mindset that you need to have. If you have any more questions on that, or if you guys are struggling with losses more, let me know in the comments and I could help you out there. But at the end of each video, we do a trade recap to put God at the center of our trading journey. So with that being said, going to the trade recap, today's verse of the day is Proverbs 19:17. Proverbs 19:17 says, "Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done." This one is very self-explanatory, but reminds you just to stay generous and give to the poor, because that lends to the Lord. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the verse of the day and video on the day, and I will see you guys in the next video.